What's up, everybody? Welcome to the third episode of Money Week. This is a special week. I'm doing a video every day. Usually I only do 3 videos, but this week I'm doing 5, talking all about money as it relates to living in a vehicle. Today I'm going to be talking about my budget and how much money I save by living in my vehicle. So I get this argument a lot. People say, oh, well, yeah, sure, you don't pay rent, but after the gym and gas and all the other things that you have to buy special because you live in a vehicle, I bet you don't really save that much money at all. And I see these videos on YouTube where people talk about, oh yeah, well, we're actually really not saving that much. And I do not understand that, because to break it down plain and simple, I am saving so much money by living in my car. It's absolutely insane, you guys. So today I'm gonna break down what my budget is. Alright, so let's not waste any time. I know you're busy, so am I. Time is money after all. And so let's see what my budget is. Alright, so the first thing on my budget, which is the biggest expenditure that I have, is food. That's what I spend the most amount of money on, but even with that, I don't spend a whole lot of money. My monthly budget for food is $250, and I rarely go over that, guys. So like, basically, I'll just go real quick, kind of like what I eat to live on $250 a month, because a lot of people think that that's not a lot of money. So I eat really simple. I buy chicken breast, I buy eggs, I buy nuts, I buy like salad greens, I buy salad dressing. I've got a video on how to make the best $2 salad that has a ton of protein in it. I'll put that in the description, but that's what I do. I eat very, very simple, and I think that's just an extension of minimalism to me, is just getting your diet down to something really, really simple, and doing that saves a lot of money. So that's how I get away with spending around $200, $250 on food every month. Alright, and so the next biggest expenditure in my budget is bills. So that is everything you can think of that's a monthly cost. So car insurance, Spotify, gym membership, like all that kind of stuff. Everything that you pay every single month. That, for me, is $220 for everything. I've got a really good deal on car insurance, so that's the only reason why I get away with that steal there. But other than that, I don't have a whole lot of monthly entertainment things. Like, I don't have a Netflix account. I do have Spotify just because I love listening to music, but I don't have an Audible account. I don't have a Netflix account. I actually just got Movie Pass, though, and I'm going to be talking about Movie Pass at some point this week, because hint hint, that's the stock that I own that I've kind of been alluding to earlier in the week. But I do have a Movie Pass account, so that's new. So that's $10 more. So actually, this is $230 a month. Yeah, so I don't spend a lot of money on entertainment subscriptions. That helps me keep the costs down, and that is my monthly, my bills, $220. So that and food, right now we're at $470. Okay, and the third biggest part of my budget is gas. So most people think, oh man, you must spend a ton of money on gas. And actually, when I was in LA, this figure was a little bit higher. In Montana, it's going to be a little bit lower, so I'm kind of averaging it out right now. But on average, I would say the amount of money that I spend on gas is about $100 a month. That's about 3 fill-ups, and that's usually all that it takes for me to get through the month. So gas, actually, in LA, this is kind of interesting. When I was living in my car in LA and doing background work, everybody would say, oh, you must spend a ton of money on gas. And I would say, actually, I probably spend less on gas than somebody who lives in a house, because LA is huge. Like, if you know the show TMZ, TMZ stands for 30 Mile Zone, and that's how big LA is. LA is just like a huge city, and it's actually even bigger than that. Like, there were some days where I had to drive 50 miles to set. And so, let's say I lived 50 miles away from set, right? Or 30 miles away from set, because that's more realistic. 30 miles away from set. I would have to drive 30 miles to set and then 30 miles back. So I'd be driving 60 miles that day to work that job. But because I lived in my vehicle, if I drove 30 miles to set, I would just stay there until I got my next job. And entertainment. So actually living in LA in my car actually saved me money. So that's a big misconception. People think like, oh, living in your car, you must spend a ton of money on gas. And it can be true depending on how you structure your lifestyle. But for me, I actually saved money on gas, I think, at least living in LA. But yeah, that's gas, about 100 to 150 bucks, somewhere in there. Alrighty, and now the next biggest thing that I spend money on is entertainment. So entertainment for me is like going out to eat, or it used to be going and seeing a movie or something like that. But now that I have Movie Pass, I actually think that this is gonna help my overall budget. Because Movie Pass, for those who don't know, is $10 a month. You get to see one movie every day. I'm not gonna plug it too hard. I am a stockholder, so take that with a grain of salt. But I think it's a good value. That's gonna help my margins a little bit. But anyway, entertainment. So entertainment I spend about $50 a month on. And like I was saying, like that's going out to dinner, or lunch or whatever, going and seeing movies, maybe like buying an audiobook or something like that. Just kind of little things to, like if I'm having just kind of a boring day and want to go do something fun, that's what that money goes towards. So $50 there. Okay, and the last part of my budget is something that everybody needs. I think it's something that I can't live without. I've gone a couple months trying to cut this out of my budget, but I just can't do it. And that is coffee. Woo! I drink a lot of coffee. I think I spend more money on coffee than I should. My budget for coffee every month is $50. And actually, this is one way where if I was living in a house, this particular aspect of my budget would be lower, because when I live in a house or an apartment, I made my own coffee. I French press coffee every day, and I like doing that, but living in a car and French pressing, it's just too much, you guys. So I have to go and I have to buy coffee, and so I generally buy about a coffee every day. Some days I don't, so that's why it's 50 bucks, but I just get standard black coffee, and it's usually $2 to $2.50, so $30 a day times 2. Some days I don't get it. Comes out to be about 50 bucks. Maybe that one's a little more. That one should be probably about 60, I would guess. But yeah, that's the last part of my budget, coffee. Alright, so that's my outgoing cost. So let's add that up real quick. We've got, I'm gonna have to cheat. We got $250 on food, plus $100 for gas, so that's $350. Just to make it easy, $50 for entertainment, that's $400. Another $220 for bills, so that, what was I at, I was at $400? $400 and $220 for bills, so that puts me at $620, plus another $60 for coffee, that's $680. We'll just call it $700 just to make it easy. That's like my top budget too. These are kind of conservative figures. I usually don't spend $250 on food. So yeah, but $700. That's what I spend every month. $700. Okay, so those are my monthly expenses. But there is one more thing to consider in my monthly budget, and that is debt. I know a lot of people have debt. I don't have any credit card debt, so that's good. So I don't have that monthly payment. I do have student loans, and I don't factor my student loan payment into my monthly budget. And I have a good reason for that, which I'm gonna explain right now. So the reason for that is I am paying my student loans off at such a fast rate that I almost consider it a source of income, because generally people are paying 8% interest on their student loans, and I'm paying it off so fast that the interest that normally I should be paying on it, I'm not going to pay. So with the student loans, for me, it's like a wash, is the way I'm looking at it. Yes, I do have the debt, and yes, I am paying on it monthly, but it's going to be paid off so quick because of the amount of money that I'm saving, which is what I'm going to talk about in the next part of this video. I'm saving so much money and I'm paying it off so fast that it doesn't matter, because in a year it's not going to be a part of my budget at all. So I'm just not even thinking about it. It's not something that I'm expecting to be paying for years and years to come. So that's why I didn't factor it into my monthly budget. Sorry, little thing popped up on the screen. So for full disclosure, I have about $40,000 in student loans, and I have about $17,000 in savings and stocks and things like that. And I'm planning on putting about $10,000 towards my student loans in addition to that during the summer that I'm in Big Sky. So I should knock out about 70% of my student loans just in the next 3 months. So that's why I'm not including it in my monthly budget. The next part of this video is, what is my income? So how much money do I make? How does this fit into? I'm paying $700 a month in stuff. I've got these student loans, but how much money am I actually making that's allowing me to put so much money into my student loans and save so much and invest in stocks and things like that? Okay, so last year I made about $25,000. That was my gross yearly income. So that breaks down to about $2,000 a month. So with my budget in mind, that means I'm saving about $1,300 every month. And that's why I'm able to pay off my student loans so quick, is because every month I've got you know, $1,300 that I can put into stocks and pay off my student loans and things like that. I'm going to talk a little bit more about like the interest rate on my student loans and stocks and stuff like that. I think I'm going to make a video about passive income. That might be tomorrow, because I've been talking about the stocks so much anyway. Might as well make a video specifically about that. So yeah, I'll talk more about that tomorrow. But yeah, I save about $1,300 a month because I have $2,000 income. I'm actually increasing my income this year. My income should be up a lot more than it was last year. I'm really focusing on that. That's kind of been my goal this year. So I should actually see greater margins than $1,700 a month. But that is my income. And for those who don't know how I make my money, I made a video yesterday for Jobs for Nomads. It talks about the 3 ways that I make money. And then I'll probably make a video about passive income tomorrow, which will include stocks and other little side projects that I do. Alrighty, that is my budget. I hope you enjoyed hearing about that. I hope it gives you a little bit of perspective on what you could maybe expect to do if you're living a nomadic lifestyle as far as saving money and how much it's going to cost you in general. If you're enjoying Money Week, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already, because I'm going to be making, today's Wednesday, I have 2 more videos, and I might even do a bonus one in addition to my weekly updates this weekend. So it might be a full 7 days straight of videos, don't know. In future videos, like I was talking about earlier, I'm going to be talking about passive income. I'm definitely going to be talking about the stock market play that I made this week, because that has been crazy. I forgot to mention it. If you're interested in getting a free share of stock, there's actually a link in the description to an app called Robinhood. It's what I use for all my trading. I really like it. It's absolutely free. You don't pay commissions. You don't pay brokerage fees, anything like that. And if you sign up, you'll get a free share of stock, and I'll get one too. So that's a win-win for both of us. And other than that, I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of Money Week, and I will see you tomorrow.